Hello, everyone, and welcome to At the Movies. So today, I'm gonna talk about a guilty pleasure of mine called Wild Things with Neve Campbell. So this movie's a massive guilty pleasure of mine. I don't watch it too much, but every time that I might see it and I have nothing else to watch, I'll watch it. But I have to admit, for a sleazy little film, Neve Campbell is just great in this film. You know, even though, yeah, she's becomes like the massive lead. And of course, Denise Richards. You know, this and Starship Troopers are probably like her best films that she ever did. And of course, Bill Murray's in this movie. I mean, they have like a nice cast in this, Kevin Bacon. But yeah, it's kind of funny for that like little scene that you'll see in the movie that Neve Campbell admitted in like some interviews she did that she had to get really drunk to do that scene. So her and Denise Richards drank a lot of margaritas. So, but she liked the experience of it. You know, it's just finding out of parts of herself and her sexuality, and it's really interesting. I was reading an article about it, you know, or something that was on a, you know, that she talked about. She talked about her experience in a journal that she wrote. And you never know, she probably will release her journals down the road. I wouldn't be surprised when she decides to do her memoir. But anyways, this movie's fun. It's just your typical, you know, erotic film, like murder mystery kind of thing. You know, about two girls who accuse their guidance counselor of rape, and it turns, you know, it's just a plan to get a lot of money. So it's a cool movie. It's, you know, an hour and 40-minute movie just to, you know, just to kill. But yeah, it's not bad. You know, I like movies like this back in the 90s, like the late 90s, whenever they just did these types of films that were cheap to do, and they weren't that long. They weren't over 2.5 hour films. Don't get me wrong, I think there are some great 2.5 hour films that are just great, and then some of them are just a slog to get through. But anyways, and because this movie clocks in at about like an hour, like a little over 90 minutes long. So, I mean, it's just perfect, you know, but it's a fun movie, so just give it a shot, you know. So, all right, thank you very much.